That's the way Putin's disinformation campaign has been described. A firehouse of falsehoods. He's just your basic liar, essentially. He is. He's just a lying piece of shit. He's evil. He's evil. That's how it is. I don't think it's going to get any better. I think it's going to get real scary real soon. Like, real fast. Like, it's not weeks. It's maybe a week, days. It's really spinning out of control over there. They, we have a no-fly zone. There's no way. That's direct. We're fighting with them. We'd have to shoot down his planes and shit. What's this guy's problem? He's such a loser. He's a cheater. He's a loser. Cheater loser. What's up? He's just a mess. But his line was just described as a, hang on. Excuse me. Firehouse of falsehoods. I guess Twitter's trying to get rid of the disinformation that he puts out. Oh, I just fed the dog, so I'm taking a break. All of the social media they're having. I'm not on Facebook right now because I'm sick of it. There's always somebody, a bot, whatever, putting out disinformation. If it comes on here, I can get rid of it real easy. It's always just some kind of bullshit. I don't know. One of the new, I just had a giant smoothie, so I'm just sort of fighting, not falling asleep. One of the I was listening to a news program, sort of, anyway, it's not going into. But they were saying, is there any way that we can sort of attack his disinformation program? Make sure that the Russians know the truth. The Russian people, they're really not, they're just useful idiots, pretty much. They just, they just hear it, and just like our idiots over here, they just believe it. I mean, if you were in Russia, wouldn't you be hearing, yeah, they shut down the newspaper, they shut down, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you be wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. How can our president just, here, let's listen to what they're saying about it.
Drowned out in recent weeks, particularly as Western media and social platforms have sprung into action. Joining me now, NBC News senior reporter Ben Collins, who co-wrote that story. Ben, how many people did these accounts reach before they were shut down?
Twitter bans Russian propaganda, 100 plus.
I Stand With Putin trended on Wednesday. It actually got a second wind, and a more important wind, I would say. It got pushed higher up that trending box by people denouncing it. And it's actually a pretty good indicator of what's going on with Russian propaganda right now. There are more people denouncing this stuff than actually pushing it. The Firehouse has been effectively turned off. All throughout the world, Russian propaganda is just not taking hold in the way it has in the last 4 or 5 years, in part because they didn't really have a strategy for losing this war or even, having any sort of trouble with this war. Russian propaganda is sort of pretending as if everything is going to plan when it clearly is not.
How else have social media sites then cracked down on Russian disinformation?
Well, first of all, RT is basically inaccessible throughout the Western world right now. It is very hard to reach, even in the United States, where they've been constantly hit by denial of service attacks. But in Russia, it's in Europe, it's literally impossible to access in a lot of different places. So the direct Russian propaganda is less accessible than ever before. And then these muddy troll farm kind of things just aren't working in the same way. Facebook has sprung into action to delete these fake profiles that were pushing this thing called Ukraine Today, which is a troll farm that was pushing anti-Ukraine propaganda from within Ukraine. The stuff is just not taking hold anymore, in part because there's so much civilian footage from within Ukraine right now that it's just not possible to deny it in the West right now. The only way to deny it is to not see it. That's why you're seeing these crackdowns inside of Russia.
But I gotta be honest, and I think you'll agree, you don't often get to come on this program and often get to talk about good news. I would categorize this as good news, or at least something that trends in the direction we want to see. This is your beat. When you step back, is there a lesson here? Right? Is there a lesson about the ways in which this is breaking down and also the ways that platforms are responding?
Yeah, take hard and fast stands for democracy. That's what has happened with these social networks in the last few weeks. They've said one side is not telling the truth, one side is telling the truth. It's very clear. There's very clear video here. One side is lying on purpose, using fake identities to lie. We're going to out those fake identities, and we're going to push them out to people so people know this. Facebook and Twitter here are taking a stand. They could have done this years ago. I understand that. They should be commended for taking a stand now. But it's very clear that there is a difference between now and 5 years ago in terms of enforcement actions, and it's propping up only the good stuff right now. It's changing how the algorithms value truthful information.
Ben Collins, as always, thank you for bringing your reporting to us. The top of the hour, we're going to take you live to Ukraine for an update on the situation on the ground as Zelensky pleads with the U.S. for more help and Putin issues a stern warning.
It's just unbelievable. Like if you were in that country, why am I asking this question? This just happened in our country. We had a politician saying this is what's happening, and people believed it. Exactly like Putin. And then with the real stuff that was really happening, you just say it's fake. But in Putin's run country, he's a dictator. He just gets rid of the news agencies that are, saying stuff that isn't true. Now, I did see earlier that one of our female basketball players was stopped. Was stopped at the airport, and they're like detaining her. Oh God. Now they're gonna hold one of our basketball players hostage. Yes, it's nearly impossible to censor us to the truth at this point. It always comes out in the end. Yes, it does. It comes out in the end. But we're talking about the end. You're talking about, the history is about truth. You're right. But, why this is going on, it's not good. It always comes out in the end, but that might be how many people have to die until the truth comes out. So like now, Trump is in real serious hot water now, where there was a lot of people that knew that there was a problem, right? But his followers were still thinking like, no, he's great, Now he's in real hot water. People are going to see really what Trump did. Some of them won't care. They won't. I remember what my dad said about Nixon. He said, oh, Peter, hell, they all do it. You're condoning it? But, I remember we were in the car. They were talking about him leaving the White House or something. I said, yeah, but I thought that he was great. Because my dad voted for him. My dad's a Republican. They said, well, he's a crook. He's a crook. So That was my dad's comment. You know, Nixon's a crook. But he still, like, never really badmouthed him or anything. It was just, like, sort of, you know, had this attitude of, like, they all do it, all politicians lie. Not, you know, that was more than lying. He was a crook. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't seen that big of a change from I haven't seen with that big of a change from Facebook. I mean, as far as them, like, so they have kicked some off. That doesn't mean that they can't just start. You know, they're trolling on live streams. That's why I'm not on my Facebook page. That's their deal. That's what they do. That's part of it. I hate this 1-800 Cars for Kid commercial with the stupid kids in their black and white and pink outfits. They're not even playing the musical instruments, you know? Couldn't you get some kids to actually play? Yeah, I had over 2,000 people on Facebook, and then now I have it under 900 or something. Yeah, that commercial's horrible. That's why you canceled cable. I did bring the cost of cable down because it's going to get crazy. We'll be seeing $6 gas real soon. Everything's going to go up. It is. I noticed it in Walmart today. Everything's going up crazy. Like, you know, it's really going on. It's for. You're putting out gibberish. You know. Yeah, I wonder. I didn't have cable for years. I did without it. Yeah, I got these TVs. Like, do I really need them? I used to watch everything on a computer. Everything. Now I got a TV up here. I should go get a coffee. I use Netflix and stuff. That's what I did for years. I'm thinking about ditching Netflix because, like, we watched everything that's on it. You can always get it back. I forgot why we got Netflix for some reason. Maybe we'll keep Netflix. I don't know. It's just like, it just starts adding up, man. It's like $100 and just bullshit. You know, Netflix standard membership went up to $15. It's all going up. Everything's going up. The price of everything. Ozark, yeah, that's why we watched it, because of Ozark, and Ozark's not on, so, you know, what's the point? I went down to basic cable too. It's going to be $30 cheaper. $30. You're like, oh, $30, big deal. It is a big deal. These last couple months were tough. What happened to Dogman? I don't know. He's probably out in the woods doing what a Dogman does. Oh, that cartoon, BoJack Horseman. I know what you're talking about. Well, the price of dog training is going to go up soon because I'm going to have to charge more. I will. I have to. Well, it sort of did. Adults, I'm keeping for 3 months, 90 days now. So I'm going to charge the same as puppies. Am I caught up on Ozark? We watched it all in like 24 hours. Thank you, Uniquities. I don't even, hang on. We don't even $1 stores anymore. They are $1.25 stores now. It's nuts, man. I haven't paid for cable in 10 years thanks to and watching TV on my laptop on sites that don't go after copyright laws. I'll be honest with you, like that this war thing could get really, we just spin out of the pandemic, right? We're spinning out of the pandemic. And now we have this stupid war going on with the fucking psychopath. Really doesn't care about anything. No, I don't watch anime for the most part. But even Dollar General got demoted to Colonel. God, even Dollar Colonel. I get it. But it really is. I've seen, it was going up before this happened, but now it's like really spiked. Chicken's up. Chicken leg quarters are up $1. They're up $1. It's costing way more to feed the dogs. Am I worried? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'll be honest with you, yeah. Even, if just on the level of like the war itself and NATO getting sucked in, I think he's trying to make that happen. I honestly think that that's what he's doing. I think NATO's going to end up having to get involved because Putin's going to do something douchebag, like shoot at a NATO plane or something. What's 58 viewers? Here? There's not 58. I see 36, 37. What are you talking about? There's no viewers on here. Do you think the Russian military might stage a coup? Well, you would hope. You would certainly hope that somebody would do something. Oh, thank you, Wales man. Are you wearing a kilt? Tell us the truth. It says 58 for you. I see 38. Leg quarters were on sale for $3.99 for a 10-pound bag. So I bought 150 pounds. That was probably smart. Now, I was in Walmart today, and I already had about 80 pounds. So I went over there, and there were 50 more pounds of chicken, so I got those. It's like, but what are you going to do? I live in the country, man. If I need food, I can go down the street and buy a cow. That's the truth, and split it with my neighbors. So it's pretty easy for people, when things get tough, it's people in the city that get screwed. So Stink, you gotta go, man. You're just putting out crap. When the pandemic happened, I started trying to buy shells for my shotguns. I couldn't find slugs. No, I didn't grow up in the country. From St. Louis. New York. Lived in Brooklyn for years. Do I seem like I'm from the country? Yeah, I'm from the country. If there's any problems, I'm going to have to shoot us some deer. I like that venison meat. It's pretty good. I like that back strap. Ooh, wee, that is good eating. That's a good thing about here because we can hunt wild hog. Yeah, that is true. I know you're a hog killer, right? It's delicious. Who don't like bacon? Look, if I was starving, I'd go out and shoot a deer. I'd do it. If the dogs are that hungry and we can't get food, I'm going to get it. What do you mean, what happened to the raven? It's in the other room. I don't want him in here. I'm trying to relax a little bit without falling asleep. Yeah, what do you shoot that hog with again? Did you tell me a 22? Did you tell me that? You do a headshot with a 22? Did you tell me that? No, it's bigger caliber than that, right? Why am I thinking you go hog hunting with a 22? What do you shoot to hog hunt? I got a spear downstairs that is for hog hunting. You do 22 long rifle. God, you would think so. You shoot him in the head. You go for a headshot. Head or long? Really? With a 22, that'll do it. No shit. Well, I guess you're not gonna really screw the meat up with a 22. That's the advantage. How close? Yeah, I know. How close are you when you are taking a shot? Like, are these wild boar? Are they easy to shoot? Is it like they're just used to people and you see them and you could just drive around in the down there and oh, there's a hog. Let's go over there and shoot that thing. It's running. Take a shot. I can't imagine hunting with a spear. One of the about 100 or so feet. No shit. And you're not sitting in a blind, right? It's not like that. You go looking for them, right? Hogs are tough animals. She's killing them with a 22 long rifle. I had a 22 long rifle when I was a kid. I loved it. It was a little Ruger. They still make the gun. It has a little clip in it. It's real nice little gun. They were selling it at Walmart for a while. I wanted it. It's not cheap. It's an expensive 22. Nope, on an ATV. Okay, so you drive around on an ATV looking for them. I see. And what do you, everybody has an ATV and then you have like your gun in the front in some kind of case. So you're driving around that. Oh, there we go. Let's go over there and shoot them. We have hog blinds up too. No kidding. So hogs, you can bait those, right? Sure. Put out some corn or something and come back in a couple days and take them out. I mean, because that's not really like, there's no season for hog hunting, right? It's a feral animal. They got to go. They're a scourge. Drive by hogging. Really? Huh. Fucking A, man. Hillsby on an ATV hog hunting. That's crazy. I wish they had hogs here. I like pig meat. Bait stations and we track them. I see. So it all sort of depends how you're doing it that day. Like you might go there and there's bait stations. Oh man, there's fresh tracks. Let's go over here. They're probably up over there. Huh. That's interesting, huh? So you like hog hunting evidently, don't you? They're invasive here. They're invasive everywhere. I think Hawaii is a problem too. Some of these states, big problem. I think that there is no hog hunting in the state. I think I read something like that because they're afraid if there was hog hunting, people would let hogs go and make them feral so that you know, there was stuff to shoot. There's no hog hunting in New York State. Some Puerto Rico has hogs, wild feral hogs. Because my dad, when we were in Puerto Rico, this was when I was a kid, he bought a 44 mag because down there was like no, I don't know, tax or something like that. Maybe he bought that in the Virgin Islands or something. Anyway, we were in Puerto Rico and he had this 44 mag, and we're going up in the mountains. He wants to shoot a pig. He's gonna give it to the taxi driver, I think. I like it because I like the meat. The only downside is I can't feed them to the dogs because of parasites. I see. Right. But parasites in a pig are mostly intestinal. They're not in like muscle meat. But I guess you don't want to give your dog trichinosis. But they already have it anyway. Sort of. Aren't a lot of dogs just born with that? Is that whipworm or? It's one of the worms. It's a real common worm. You don't want it. If anybody asks you if you want worms, just say no. No way, man. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Wales, man. Appreciate that, dude. It's very nice of you. It's a compliment, so I'll say thank you. Interesting. And then, so what do you do? What? I think it's whipworm. I think you're right. And so, Hillsby, do you take the pig that you shoot and then you take it to somebody that dresses it? Or do you guys do that yourself? You don't do that, right? You just pay somebody $100 and you come back later and it's all wrapped up and ready to go, right? Are you going to make art with that possum toxic? Toxic have a possum? It's interesting. I can see toxic pig hunting with a spear. Hillsby, toxic, and PL. Right. Maybe if Rio G was around, she'd have the binoculars. They're over there. You know what I'm saying? I could see it. I can't see that. I'm visualizing it right now. We take it to the processor. And what are they charged to do a pig? Is it by weight? Well, goodbye. Goodbye, Stargazer. It's by weight. I asked my dad if I could clean it, but he said no, I was going to articulate it. But a possum? I taxidermied a possum years ago. If I need to, I could process it myself, but that's ghastly work. Yeah, it is. It's a big animal. I wouldn't want to do a deer. Oh, I see, Stargazer. I don't like to clean a duck, but I do. That's the most bummer part. $200. And so, you guys have like a couple freezers in the basement or something? Filled with boar meat? You guys eat pig all the time? You must. It sounds like it. Oh, we're running low on boar meat. I found an almost whole possum skeleton. Oh, I see. Right. Nice. I like possums. The only marsupial indigenous to the United States, North America. Like, so that's like what you guys eat a lot is pork. Right? You're like, screw it, we're running low. Let's go pig hunting. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Does the guy that process it? Will he take some of it and make bacon and sausage for you? So boar sausage is great. Yum, wild boar, yum. We have freezers, but if we kill a lot of it, we donate the meat. I see. That's good. There's a lot of poor people in Texas, I'm sure, that could use that. That's very nice of you. Bacon's like the sweetest of meat of all. Sweet, delicious bacon. God, it's at Walmart. I didn't get bacon. Fuck. Shredded barbecue boar sandwiches would be amazing. Listen to Toxic. She's already planning to go boar hunting. I bet they have boar in Alabama, don't they? Because they got boar in a lot of those southern states. They probably do. Toxic. You could go out there with pumpkin or something. The processor has contracts with food pantries and they portion it up and distribute it. Oh, I see. That's nice. I see. Is that all you guys hunt? Is boar? That's the only thing you do? That's it, Hillsby? They do. I bought me a boar jaw once. A dog brought me a boar jaw once. I believe it. They'll do that. Toxic, weren't you trying to find deer shed? You'll hunt deer sometimes. You don't use the 22 for deer, do you? I guess you could. I always thought you could. Most people don't. But if you do a long shot, it's fucking gonna... You might walk a little bit, but it's going down. Right? Do you use the 22 for deer? Same gun. See? I said this years ago. I said, you could kill a deer with a 22. People, no way. You need at least a 30-30 or something. I'm like, why? If you hit a deer with a 22 in the lung, it's going to stop, it's going to stop walking. It's going to have to. It might walk a little bit, but it's going down. I always thought that, Hillsby. You might be the only person I've ever heard of that goes hunting with boar and deer with a 22 long rifle. I have a scope. I can aim well enough. I don't shoot unless I have a clean... Oh, sure. I got to the point the last few years of hunting, like ducks with Ike, I'd be like, let him go, But I mean, like, I didn't hunt for years, and then I started hunting again, duck hunting again, and then I was just like, man, I wouldn't, I'd go after him and everything, but, I mean, it wasn't like at the end, I was just like, screw it. I've killed so many ducks in my life, Seriously, as a kid, God, as an adult, hundreds. I'm not trying to hurt it. I'm trying to drop it. Sure. Yeah. Nobody wants to. I don't want to wring a duck's neck. It's a bummer. So I want a good clean shot. Or a goose. I want it to go down. I don't want to have to deal with it. If I see a goose moving or something, I'll take another shot. For sure. Like, if it goes down and it's moving, just even, like, fluttering a little bit, I'm taking a shot. I want it gone. I don't need it to suffer. I can't even imagine goose hunting anymore. Or duck hunting. I got khaki down there, When did you get a pigeon? Oh, I don't know, 10 years ago? Remy, come here. Remy, here, come here. Yeah, I would think. I don't know why everybody's always saying, oh, you need a 30-30 or a, 30-06 or, the 22 isn't going to blow it apart either. I had a 45-70 that I was thinking about going deer hunting with. It's like overkill. Like, why? This, and knock it down, but the 22 do the same thing and not screw up your meat. 45-70 going into it? That's like a 400 and some grain bullet. It's fucking huge. Hey, I got to go downstairs. I'll be right back. You guys stay here. People who are bad shots need big guns. No, my dad always liked. He wasn't a bad shot. He was. Yeah, now that could be true. The ego boost. My dad was always like, you know, bigger is better. But when I go duck hunting, I use a 3.5 inch for a reason. It's more shots going out there. You know. Annie Oakley. You were Annie Oakley. Toxic is the new Annie Oakley. Ow, my leg. Shit. I'll be right back. You guys, stay here. Ow, Ram. Here, you go out there. You're too long. Snake. No, man. Toxic, didn't you say that you were training your dog to find deer shed? Isn't that true? Didn't you tell me that, Toxic? Dummy launcher and a couple of BB guns. That's it for me. I like to mock hunt in the backyard. Toxic, weren't you looking for deer shed? Didn't you say that like you were? I lost the deer shed stuff though. What was it, stick form or was it liquid? I've thought about doing that, but that requires a lot of walking. You know. I always buy the deer antlers at the garage sales and stuff. There's always a puppy coming. I like to train a puppy. I'm clumsy, so I lose crap all the time. I like set stuff down and then like my eyes are shit, so then I'm looking around for it. It's like such a bummer. You have a Shiba Inu that's very stubborn. They're all like that, man. Okay, I can help you. Send your dog to me and I'll train it. Costs money though. That's my suggestion. It doesn't walk on a leash. You know. Why did you get a dog? I'm just curious. Like, why did you get a dog? And then you got, Shiba. You can look at my website. I'm not talking about price. If you have to ask, right? It's for 30 days. It's for 90 days. So, sort of, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Because costs thousands of dollars. It's expensive. Well, why did you get like a Shiba of all? Because they're cute? I mean, all Shiba puppies. I don't know, man. Put the leash on. How old is the puppy? What age is it? How many weeks? How old is it? Yeah, that's right. Who cares what mix she is? Oh my God. How old's the puppy? This person's not answering my question. All right, forget it. What's my favorite breed of dog to work with? The one I'm working with. Those DNA tests for dogs are scams. You're damn right. Not very accurate. Pumpkin has a doll face. That's true. I wish we could do a no-fly zone, but it's not practical. It isn't. I think I'm gonna have to like find a movie and watch a movie. Just go to sleep tonight. So early though. I had a smoothie today. That's what I ate. I don't think I had anything this morning. Oh, I had a carnation instant breakfast, which I put you can't get her attention. Dude, it's not about getting her attention. Man, see, people get dogs, man. You should have gotten the dog. It's not about getting her attention, man. You did not watch the video on how to get the puppy to start walking that doesn't want to walk. Okay, so you're looking for a free tip. It's a Shiba. You really should be looking for somebody to train your dog, and it costs money. Try putting a leash on the dog, right? You didn't tell me how old the dog is anyway, did you? Then how the fuck do I train her? I told you. You should find somebody. You said you have PTSD, right? So you want to have the dog with you all the time? Is that correct? Then you send your dog to me, and I train it to be a service dog. But if you're looking to get the dog to walk, which put the leash on the dog, the puppy, and let the puppy drag it around. It's a Shiba, man. It's a Shiba. You have probably no experience with dogs, and you got a Shiba. They're all the same. All dogs are the same, but Shibas are sort of like that. There's nothing unusual about hearing that a Shiba's doing that. I'm not going to walk. I'm being honest with you. You're going to have a hell of a problem getting it trained because you don't have any experience, and you want to take the dog everywhere. You want a service dog, but you're not going to have the ability to do it. He did their rebranding. Who's rebranding? U.S. officials, Ukrainians temporarily reject. U.S. officials, Ukrainians temporarily protected. U.S. offers Ukrainians temporary protected status. Oh, well, that's cool. My husband made the Tyrion logo. That's right. Your husband is an advertisement, isn't he? That's right. He's a madman. Madman. Started watching that. I couldn't watch it a second time. I liked it the first time. Oh, I see. Well, la-ti-da, Hillsby. Sounds like you're going to get yourself a new 22, maybe. Probably not. Your gun probably works great. What brand is your 22? I didn't even know that they made a 22 that looked like an assault rifle. Oh, sure they would. Yeah. Why wouldn't they? M16's not much bigger than a 22, really. It is corporate rebranding, no website, works on referral only. Oh, I see. Oh, Hillsby. And toxic Shiba. I'm surprised. Why are you live and you're not giving any advice? We're not even talking about that, and I gave you advice, Dick. Didn't I? I don't have a magic wand, okay? I don't have a magic wand. I told you if you're looking... How do you want me to get your service dog trained? How are you going to get it trained? I gave you my advice. Thank you, Toxic. I gave you my advice. You want a service dog? Send it to me, and I'll turn it into a service dog. I told you, have it drag a leash around. They ain't going to get your dog trained, though. You're ridiculous, man. Did I even say I was answering dog questions right now? No. No, I didn't. I got fucking 5,000 videos. You can't watch those. You want me to just, oh, let me stop and help this guy, which I was. And I gave you advice and you didn't want to, you don't want to take it. You certainly don't want to spend any money. You know? Thank you for getting rid of that person, Toxic. The person has issues, clearly. They're not ever going to get their dog trained. They're unrealistic. Yeah, the person was a jerk, right? I don't have a magic wand. Going on a live stream and looking for the free tip isn't going to get your dog trained. You know when a dog comes here, douche, if you're still watching, it's with me for 90 days. How do you think me saying a couple words on a live stream will get your dog trained? It won't. And you don't know how to hold a leash. You didn't even know what to do. Your dog is, you know, digging its heels in the ground. You don't know what to do. Oh, geez, sorry I didn't train your dog with my magic wand. Douche. I mean, seriously. That's probably Putin. It was. Wasn't he in the military for a while? I don't even have a dog, and I know that. Those try and train their dog without doing actual work, then give up. Yeah, they do. And they'll give up on the dog real quick. Yeah, they'll spend $3,000 on a dog, expect it to function properly. And, you know, or they might even go to Petco or a puppy class, one of those kindergarten classes, and think that's going to get it done. Just get ripped off. And then it doesn't go well. You know, oh, the dog's untrainable. They're all trainable. I've never met a dog that isn't trainable. They all learn the same things here. All of them. Bunch of douches. Hey, Solar, leave Remy alone. I'll come out there, son. I might have to go get Remy. She can hang out in here. Solar's bothering her. Hang on, Remy. Let me go get Rem. Hang on, Remy. I'm coming. Ow, my leg. God, I wish I had water up here. It's just downstairs. I got water in the car. Could have gone and gotten some there. I still got chicken I gotta move. Come on, Remy. Get in here away from that young ruffian. Get out of here, Solarton, you scallywag. He's out of control, isn't he? I know he is. Will you come over and sit on my lap, Remy? Come here. Ow, man. Ow. People. Come on over, Rem. Come on over. Remy, look. You want to sit on this? It's a perch. Come over here. I love that he just has an open can of baking soda next to him. Well, that's not a can. That's a box. And it's not just there. Listen, let's do a little chemistry here. If you have this, right, crazy glue, and you want it to dry quicker and build it up, you sprinkle baking soda on it, on the crazy glue, and it builds up. It can also be sandable. That's a fact. It's not just like, oh yeah, it's got some baking soda around. I make stuff. You're having eggs? I got Khakis eggs down there. Maybe I'll go eat an egg or something. I bought a steak at Walmart. I have it in the fridge. I was thinking about cooking it and splitting it with Destiny, but she ate like a can of spaghetti or something. Was Remy? What in the world are you talking about? Listen, birds, they have to be fertilized, the eggs, okay? I don't know what she was talking about. I think if you want to do that, it's called a capon with a chicken. Similar to human hand hatching of solar. I've been trying to germinate a bean seed in my mouth. It might be possible. I think that happens like kids put beans up their nose and they sprout. I think that's true. Don't put beans up your nose, kids. She means like if you don't want them to lay eggs. Well, Remy's old. She doesn't lay eggs anymore. Do you, Rem? She doesn't do that. I'm going to somewhere, but have you ever cooked pigeon eggs? Man, it's Remy's eggs. I couldn't do it. I've eaten quail. I've eaten quail eggs, but they weren't like pets. I ate Kaki's eggs. They're great. Kaki's eggs are fantastic. They are, man, the yolks, like they don't break. It's wow. But see, I dope Kaki up. I'm going to put Remy back outside. Hang on. Remy, you can't fucking just sneak your way in here. Well, I went and got you, but you know what I'm saying, Rem? Here, come here, Rem. Ow, my leg, man. Remy, you are the best. I sleep there, so don't do anything. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow. I'll hang out with you in a little bit, okay? Solar? Get lost, dude. Here. Get out of here, dude. Go. You're obnoxious, son. That bird is obnoxious. Ow. Yeah, I was thinking about hard boiling some of those the other day. I should have, because then I could go down and make tuna salad or egg salad or something. Should have. I'm just like, I do have a can of deviled ham down there. Had that steak. I don't know. What happened with the Sasquatch? What do you mean what happened with it? What, do you want to bring that up? That's pretty uncool. It's real uncool, dude. One of the cutest things Pumpkin does is whenever I'm sitting next to her on the floor, she flops over next to me to lay down. That's adorable. That is freaking adorable. Totally adorable. Pompey. Where's your butt? How come you're not chatting it with PL tonight? Don't you guys just always like pal around online and everything? How's PL doing? Toxic? Any news on PL? She's doing all right. Hard-boiled eggs, peel them and marinate them in soy sauce for like 20 minutes. Really? I like soy sauce. I'll drink it. She's asleep. She used to always be up this time. We're having our first thunderstorm. I heard my first robin today. I didn't see it, but I know that sound. She's doing good though. That's good. That's good. I'm happy for her. She's she's the devil on your shoulder. We like that. We like that. Toxic for sure. What is that? The paint. Those first bird calls are great. I heard my first chickadee mating call yesterday. Well, we got chickadees here all year. I see them all the time. I love those birds. Those chickadees are fearless, man. I had one land on me once. They're just not afraid of anything. It's weird. Robins remind me of pigeons in that they're sort of fearless of humans. Like, they'll get real close. Be like talking to them, like, "What's up, Robin? How you doing? I see you got a worm." They like my yard. There's a lot of worms in my yard. Peel's all right. I've done bird training videos before. They're just not like a real big... People aren't really that interested in them. But ever since my channel got hacked by the stupid Russians, you know, my numbers are down anyway, so I don't know why. I might as well just do it. That's what my friend Man, he's like, "Oh shit, your numbers are gonna fucking tank, aren't they?" And I'm like, "Yeah, probably. What are you gonna do?" Fucking assholes. Biden administration grants temporary... Oh, they're still talking about that. God, you think things are bad? What if you lived in the Ukraine? Well, you wouldn't be living there. You'd be fighting in the Ukraine. I'd sort of be obligated to. It would suck because I'm 58 and I own guns, so... Didn't think I was a traitor if I didn't, so I would. I wouldn't want to, though. I wouldn't want to shoot anybody. Sounds like a real bummer under any circumstance. Robins are cool. Oh, man, blue jays are my favorite. I love those bastards. They hate the little brown bat. They'll go after the males. The males stay outside on a tree while the females roost, like in attics and stuff. Blue jays, fuck them up. They will kill the little brown bat. I'm okay with that. I am. I know that the bats like mosquitoes. Screw them. We can use DDT on the mosquitoes. Go away, bat. The rabies vectors. There's, I think the paw prints, somebody might be right. It might have been a skunk. And that you're seeing the front part of the pad and you're just not seeing the back, like the heel part. That might have been a skunk. I saw a falcon yesterday, a brown... I saw a falcon chasing a brown sparrow yesterday. It won't catch it. Any opinions? I have 4 of them, and I got no problem with pet rats. I just don't want wild ones in my house. Ukraine is letting mothers of these young Russian soldiers come get their kids. What? Ukraine is letting mothers of these young Russian soldiers come get their kids. Just letting mothers of these... So, I don't understand what this person, Francois Johnson, whatever. Somebody see that comment. Does that make sense? I don't know what they're talking about. If it's disinformation, somebody read that and get rid of them. Toxic, will you go up there and read this? I'm like not getting this. Ukraine is letting mothers of these young Russian soldiers come get their kids. What does that mean? What Is that gibberish? It sounds like gibberish to me. I'm on the news. I don't know what this person's talking about. Oh, Ukraine is saying, send your mothers, if you want to come get your kids that we have as prisoners, come get them. We'll release them to you. Oh, that's good. Okay, is that really? Oh, that's good. Well, that's because the Ukrainians aren't, the people from the Ukraine aren't fucking maniacs. Yeah, we caught you. Now get out of here. You know, get out of here. How many? I wonder how many people they captured. I see. Come get your kids. They captured the Russian boys and let them call their parents. Really? That's fucking humane, right? That's humane. I think he meant that the. Oh, I see. It's a wild bird, dude. Shut up. No, they aren't. That's interesting. I see. So, hey, call your mom, tell her you're all right. That's nice, right? Are they feeding you, son? Yeah, there's not a lot of food, but they are feeding us. They're not beating us. You know, I'm telling you, that Ukrainian president, you know, he ran on this. He ran on this. They said, you don't have any experience. He said, the only experience you need to have is being decent. All right, that's it. They're feeding them and letting the families know they are okay. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. It's what Russian kids that are prisoners, they're idiots. Yeah. I wonder how many they have, like, detained. Oh, you like Zelensky too? Yeah, look at Hillsby. Wow. Is that right? You like him, huh? It's pretty short. Is he like 5'2" or something? You like that, don't you? She's all for Zelensky. Wow. I see where you're going with that. Maybe you could get like a poster made. Maybe I'll make a poster on Teespring. You know? What do you think? Should I do that? Should I make a Zelensky poster and put it on Teespring? I wonder if that's fair. He's a political person. I like stocky guys. Listen to that. Hillsby likes that. He's a comedian. He's an actor. He can dance. Hillsby ever seen Zelensky dance? He won Dancing with the Stars. The Ukraine version. I believe he was a comedian before. Yes, he was. He was an actor. He had a TV show where he played the president. Short and funny is my type. Oh, Hillsby. Yeah, but you're married. You're married. You shouldn't even be looking, should you? Poor husband. Oh, you did see him dance, right? You can really cut a rug. That's for damn sure, right? It's pretty impressive. Oh, Slick here? What's up, Slick? One thing people... No, it's I don't know if it's that. I don't know if that's a false comparison. That's a false comparison. Ukraine is being bombed. They were minding their own business. Okay? So this kid, he has to do military service, whatever. You know, they're the aggressors. That's a false comparison. I don't see it as the same. And you know something else? This is the truth. It's like the Russian people could have stood up to Putin years ago, and they haven't. So it's false comparison. I don't see it. I don't see it. They should let Zelensky and Putin fist fight. Zelensky would win. Zelensky would win, even though the Putin's looks terrible, man. He's all puffy and shit. He looks horrible. Vladimir Putin. What a pig. Seriously. The guy's such a tool. He is, right? He's such a tool. I don't know how anybody could like stand dealing with him. I think he's got some kids, Putin. I think he's got a daughter. He got pill bloat for sure. Pred? Do you think he's on Pred? Sort of moon-faced, right? Pretty clear he does. I don't know what that means, JMM. He's a loser. Pill bloat. You know, like if somebody takes Pred. Oh, you think he's on Pred? Yeah. Yeah, prednisone, if you take it, it sort of makes if you take it for more than like a couple weeks, your face starts getting all moon-faced. Start looking different. It'll go away if you need to take it or something, but you got to take it for a long time. I knew somebody that was on it for a while. She always had it. Pred is awful, horrible aftertaste and side effects. Well, I wouldn't be tasting it. I think him being friends with Steven Seagal speaks volumes on his tool. I agree. Steven Seagal is a total tool. I mean, talk about a fucking joke, right? Steven Seagal, Mr. Police Officer. Jesus Christ. Yeah, see, Americans should depart Russia now, right? They detained Phoenix Mercury player Brittany Griner. Is detained in Russia. They arrested her. They just arrested her. You know, it's bullshit. They're going to hold her hostage. That's what they're doing. All Americans, listen, if I was American, I would have never gone there. And this is the truth. Ever since I badmouthed Putin on YouTube and stuff, I've always voiced out that I think he's a dick and pussy. You know, I wouldn't go to Russia. I would not go there because I could be fucked with. Because he is vindictive. He'll poison people that want to run against him, and he put Pussy Riot in jail. How long did Pussy Riot have to be in jail for? It's quite some time. Just for saying Putin's a dick. Oh, you're going to jail. We'll teach you a lesson. Where's Pussy Riot? They don't live in Russia anymore, do they? If they do, they're foolish. I don't think they do. I think they might be living in Sweden or something, Finland. God, they are just destroying that country. Wow. Yeah, I never really wanted to do that. It's not really a bucket list thing for me. I'd like to go to Amazon. I think that would be pretty awesome, except they do have vampire bats down there, and I don't like that. Excuse me. I'm going to, I got to go downstairs and I'm going to turn this off and I'll probably live stream later. I don't know. I want to find out what's going on though. All right. So I'll see y'all. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. It's very nice of you all. Everybody. Uniquities? Didn't Uniquities give me that 12? I don't know who gave it. I think it was Uniquities. Thank you. I'll see you guys. See you soon. Thanks.